What you see here is something I put together to help me drill the hole into the end of the acrylic rod so I can slide it onto the shaft of the umbrella. This board has a 1-inch diameter hole drilled halfway through underneath, and then I went in with a drill bit that's a 1/16 of an inch larger than the shaft of the umbrella. And all I have to do is shove this rod into the hole to center it up, and then I slowly take a little bit at a time, drilling down deeper until I get the starter hole to a depth about 1/2 inch deep, and that's pretty much all you'll need. Alright, now comes the time to put the radius on the ends of the rod. Now what I have here is my cordless drill, an 1 1/8" diameter hole saw that I've removed the drill from the inside of it, and I've placed my 12.5" long rod inside. The end that's inside the hole saw here has one layer of masking tape around it to give it a more tighter fit, so that while I'm sanding the radius on, the rod itself can be spinning as well. This makes it a lot easier to put a radius on the end of it. So what you want to do is turn your belt sander on, and then you switch your hand drill in reverse so that the rod is spinning in the opposite direction of the belt. Hold the rod up against belt sanders like this, and as you're sanding, bring the drill towards you. This will help give you a curved radius on the end. It's probably a little difficult to see, but I've already started putting a nice curve there. Now before I did this, I went and marked a 1/2 inch down from the end of the rod. That's going to be where I stop putting the radius on. Now I'll go ahead and finish this, and then I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, I finished putting the radius on the end of the rod. Now the radius surface is still kind of rough because I was using a rough grit sandpaper on my belt sander. So what I'm going to do is get some super fine sandpaper and go in and smooth the radius off. And that's pretty much it as far as prepping your rod before you start heating it up and shaping it into the question mark shape.